Hey, ever wonder why you get bored with a map in the Spider-Man game, and you're looking forward to the new map in Spider-Man 2? Well, for one thing, Spider-Man 2 could use more interactions with the objects. Because crime is repetitive and it's boring, if the map was more interactive, we, as the audience, as a player, would enjoy it if we could do more Spider-Man type things. Insomniac put beautifully detailed landmarks in the New York City map, and it looks so real. It's amazing, because it feels like I'm actually swinging in New York City, and I'm pretty sure
yeah, I'll work on it.
People who have played the game would agree it looks really realistic. However, the city feels like it's kind of bland after playing it for over 4 years because it lacks interactiveness. For example, in Need for Speed, yes, it's a car game, but it allows you to break the objects if you hit them on purpose or on accident. But in this game, you can't really break objects when you run into them or swing into them. You can't push them over unless they're chairs, and you can only parkour over them.
Sometimes I think people just focus on the spider and forget there's a man here too.
They have great objects lying around in the roofs, but you can only do quips and press square. You can't really talk or help NPCs out. You can only talk to the person you hear down the street. And we can't even swim with people. There's all these people on the edge of the pool, but they're not in the pool. And have you noticed there's no kids around? What if Spider-Man could interact with the kids?
If this is about the rent...
Mr. Parker, this call serves as your third and final warning. Good day.
Yeah, good day. I've been famous for 8 years, so just once I'd like to try being rich.
Insomniac put this kitchen here, for example, but Spider-Man can't cook or interact with it. He can't do any cool tricks. And stuff like the baseball courts, they lack potential.
Why couldn't it have been with great power comes high?
I saw this video where you can throw a ball in the basket, but I'm not sure if this is just a PS4 thing and I can't do it. But you still can't do much. If Spider-Man had new interactions in the next game, he could play with NPC characters or even have mini challenges.
New Yorkers are so jaded. I remember when they used to scream in terror at the sight of me. I remember when my biggest worry was getting pictures of Spider-Man on Jameson's desk by noon. Sometimes I think people just focus on the spider and forget there's a man here too. Sorry, spider emergency. Oh, check it out.
And when you go into the playground, like I said, there's no kids, so what does it exist for?
I need a catchphrase. You got webbed. Yeah, I'll work on it.
Does it still look good?
Hi.
It's kind of disheartening.
Great outfit. I got him.
Maybe I need a sidekick. Perhaps some... Feeling pretty good about myself today. I should fix that by listening to Jameson's show.
And especially hot dog vendors. How many times have you passed by a hot dog vendor and you can't order a hot dog? Or you can't even interact with the person selling the hot dog. There's even this one side mission where Spidey chases after an imposter Spider-Man, and you go through this hot dog vendor. The guy who interacts with you is pretty cool. That's a really cool interaction. He said something like, well, he paid for it, or he did something. He gave him a free hot dog, and Spider-Man says something like, how come I didn't get a free hot dog? Like, that simple interaction dialogue is great. How come we don't have more of that, and it's only in the side mission? If that was incorporated in the map, I think it'd make it more interactive for the player, for the audience, and it'd make you want to play Freeroam more often. But besides that, there's nothing else in Freeroam. The police interactions as well, they're lacking. They could be improved in the next game for sure. If you saw my short, I mentioned it. You can check it out if you want.
Sometimes I'd trade my spider powers just to be able to do whatever a responsible adult can. Maybe I should switch things up. Less banter, more haiku? Nah.
Yeah, Spider-Man, the situation's under control.
And places where you can interact with people who are lounging around would be really fun too. For example, Central Park or ESU. How come people don't kick him out in ESU? He's on a campus with students. He's not allowed to be there. How come there's nothing that's interactive with the Freeroam map?
I remember when my...
Boom!
Pew, pew, pew!
I was thinking that if it was real life and Insomniac decided to make sitting an animation, like if you saw a bench or a sofa or like whatever thing on the roof, that could be an option for you rather than just standing or holding the button so you can pose Spider-Man. That would be really cool, and you can just hang out, lounge around for free roam, okay? I'm not saying like do it and you have to do a mission.
Fight. How come no one ever challenges me to a rap battle?
Great responsibility has to use it. MOCA is a really missed opportunity. I loved hanging around here, but you can only press square to interact with the people.
I'm under so much stress I'm climbing the walls. Thank you. Tip your waitress.
And you can't do anything. You have this brilliant stage. You have this brilliant game layout design. It's really well crafted, though you can't do anything and just perch on the statues. And I'm grateful that there is places to perch from and walk from and swing from. But there's just so many ideas in my head thinking that if there were more interactions, Spider-Man could do tricks in front of them and take pictures with the tourists or something fun for when you don't want to do crime. Think of those videos you see on YouTube when he's at the mall, the trampoline park, the beach. They can add those elements in the game, interacting with the civilians. Miles Morales stepped it up, and I enjoyed what they did when they put the side missions and it really made you feel like you're interacting with the non-playable characters. Stuff like that. That would be great to see in the next game.
Yeah, I'll work on it. How's it going?
Hoping you were really Spider-Man. That cheap suit ain't fooling anybody.
Should you?
Over here!
Be standing here like that? Wow. Ah, I love you.
Look!
Hey, just taking a
Are we in
break.
danger?
I'm just saying.
Sorry.
Without the women helping him.
Feeling pretty good about myself today.
Cat,
I should fix that by listening to Jameson's show. Hey, what's up?
When people are speaking, can Spider-Man join in? Can you have the option of like choosing how you react to them?
nice job with
the
this.
dialogue you say, like in games like Horizon, or I think God of War does that, or even Detroit Become Human. You can decide what you say, but it doesn't affect the storyline. It just depends on your preference.
Don't try this at home, kids. Or anywhere else, really.
Up top! He touched me!
Like your shoes.
I got him.
How's it going?
Publishers are dying for an
See the game last night?
Yeah, let me read it. Go right ahead.
I should get my own theme song. Maybe something jazzy.
Dude, what's up?
You say hi to my kid?
How's it going?
Hello.
Never seen this close.
Subway's that way.
Sometimes I think people just focus on the spider and forget there's a man here, too.
Also, the baseball parks have no one around. Like, where are the kids? I keep saying this. There's no kids in the game. So, you kind of missing the fun element there.
Maybe I need a s-
Remember in Spider-Man 2 when he interacted with the kids? I mean, come on, it'd be really fun to interact with kids instead of just walking NPCs. Oh, and also the people's in the cars where they follow you when you walk. Did you notice that? Their eyes just follow you wherever you go. Kind of creepy,
No!
but it's kind of funny. But they don't pull down the window or say get out of the way or anything. They just sort of accept Spider-Man for just being there. I'm saying if you want to make a more realistic world, Insomniac could add that feature. If they wanted to, it's just totally extra. They have these things where there's yoga people, and
Put it in my
Spider-Man
clips.
can't do anything but just stand there.
Please don't touch the suit.
If they would put an animation or choice that Spider-Man could join the people doing yoga, or even parties, having dance moves, I don't know, something interactive to make him join the people of New York City, rather than just sort of watching from the sidelines.
Suit's riding up again.
Sure it wasn't just
I knew I should have gone with sweatpants.
in Times Square.
There's so many people around, but you can only press square. And here's what I think that they should do. They implemented the tricks in Miles Morales where whenever you did a trick right and you successfully did it, you got Venom. So that was the reward. It's sort of built up on the Tony Hawk game where it gives you rewards for doing
I
it,
should switch things up.
so it makes you want to do it. So in the next game, they should give you incentive for hanging out with civilians. If you don't want to do the crime, you can just be like your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man and interact with people that way. And by doing this, you could do tricks or maybe performances because they have this really cool places and plazas. You can't do anything than press square, and sometimes when you press square, the dialogue doesn't match.
I mean, it's not really a lie if I put web designer on my resume, is it?
And it's not very fluid or interactive. Say, if you add these performances for casual players like me, if you're just walking around in New York City, not wanting to do the crime,
Why couldn't it have been with great power comes pie?
you could add these features or options. Like, for example, bird feeding would be fun if you were just walking around Central Park and you see someone feeding the birds. I saw this footage and I was just walking around and I thought, wow, that would be really cool if that was added in the next game.
Fight. How come no one ever challenges me to a rap battle?
Where you have the option to join in with the civilians if you're just taking a break. So we need a perfect hangout where you can, so you need to be able to do a flip, Spider-Man, and then you do it for the civilian for
I
fun.
should fix that by listening to
But you
Jameson's show.
can't do much in this game. You need performance tricks. That'd be so much fun. That Spider-Man could attract crowds whenever he does this, and
See ya.
maybe he can help you gain public opinion, like it did in the Amazing Spider-Man 2
Hey there.
games. And yeah, how come there's no reporters around catching Spider-Man doing silly things? How come they're not interviewing Spider-Man when they see him? The game could be improved, and why we do not do the crimes because of the repetitiveness, and also because
Hey, what's up?
the interactiveness with the map as a whole is kind of bland compared to if you were to do it with other games.
Everyone's staring. Oh, don't tell me I have battle damage, but... Movies led me to believe heroes were all billionaire playboys. Why, movies? Why do you hate me?